How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Minifigure Guru, and today we have a super exciting video for you. We are doing Captain America Civil War. So we got the first movie of Phase 3, the ending of the Captain America trilogy. Just a pretty big movie overall, so let's get right into it, starting with the cast. It stars Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Scarlett Johansson. The list goes on. This is pretty much an Avengers movie. So it made $1.153 billion with a B. So made a lot of money. Again, one of the MCU movies to make $1 billion. Phase 3 is pretty much where we get to the modern MCU movie, pretty much 100%. I mean, I'd say Phase 2 obviously has like Avengers Age of Ultron, but with this one, it's just billions of dollars for every movie. All of them are big scaled. No matter what you think about them, you have to admit that they're all well structured, well paced, good characters, just all around good movies. On Civil War, this is amazing. I mean, it has some of the deepest themes, and the best part are probably the characters and character arcs. Tony and Steve at this point have, they go through more transitions in their next couple films, or the last couple films, but for this one, this is kind of their peak of their arcs, you know? They start as these two people, and at this point, they've switched ideals, and now that puts them out ahead, and it's just super interesting. It's also a lot of fun. The bad parts about this are quite honestly just the visuals. It's very gray, and for what, how big this is, I think it'd be much better if, we got that deeper saturated color, being able to see the Spider-Man suit in the deep red, or, the Iron Man suit or the Captain America suit. It's just nicer than that flat gray. With that being said, I'd probably give it a 92-ish. And Rotten Tomatoes agrees with me, giving it a 91, and the audience score being an 89. I just think this is one of the best MCU entries. And with that being said, we're going to get right into it with our first set, which is going to start off with my Crossbones. So, obviously, Crossbones has been made in Lego. This is my improved version. Most notably, the helmet. I use a helmet on top of what would be a face. This just makes it, I just think the helmet works better. Also, this set include the hairpiece to put on him, so you could take off the helmet. You have some detailing on the torso, of course. On the arms, you have dual molded legs, half dark brown, half tan, like dark tan, and then some detailing on those. Overall, I'm very happy with this minifigure. The only thing I might have changed is a new helmet mold, but my goal isn't to make new molds. It's supposed to be working in a realistic space that Lego could and would and should do. So that is my Crossbones. Next up here, we have Super Soldier 1. So I don't know if you guys saw these coming, but spoiler, the next 3 minifigures are these super soldiers. So the thing with Civil War is that they made so many sets on it. The only thing I do was improve minifigures, and I did want to draw some of my own minifigures that hadn't been made, at least for Civil War. So I attempted to do so, and that's kind of what this first set is about, is doing that. So Super Soldier 1 is, they don't have names, so they're numbered. She uses the black hair piece, kind of the long one. She has a kind of emotionless expression, and then this suit with some gray detailing and black detailing. Her feet are poking through there at the bottom, and then she has no sleeves. Super Soldier number 2 is going to be our second minifigure. He has the spiky hairpiece, a more angry expression, a beard, no shirt, and then black pants with no shoes once again. Very muscular man here. And our fourth and final minifigure of this set, the third Super Soldier, he has the same, a similar suit, this time a bit more color. You see there's some of these dark purple highlights, and then just some of these more kind of weird detailings throughout, and then, of course, no shoes and no sleeves. So the set itself would be the Winter Soldiers. Now, yes, you're probably thinking there's only 3 Winter Soldiers, what about Crossbones? Well, he's also like Hydra, so I don't know, I thought I didn't want to draw 4 just like nameless characters. So it's kind of more like a battle pack. You wouldn't buy multiple, but that kind of vein, you could reenact some adventures with like the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, and it would come with these cryo chamber things and then crossbones. So moving on to set number 2, the first minifigure is going to be my upgraded Falcon. So Lego did a great job, so mine is just slightly improved his costume, adding a bit more detail on the torso, on the face, and then adding new arms with much more detail than Lego's, and then same with the legs, adding much more detail than Lego has. My perfect Falcon would have the brick-built wings, but much thinner. They would be similar to the ones in Avengers Infinity War, but just be a bit less bulky. The main thing being taking away like the big bird on his back, just thinning it out. But I do like being able to move them and them to be a bit bigger. I don't like the new wings with the big triangle pieces, and I don't like the flat wings. So I like the Avengers Infinity War wings just a bit slimmed down. Our second minifigure is going to be my upgraded Iron Man Mark 46. I thought that I could improve this one a good chunk, so I did, starting with the obvious choice, or obvious change, which is going to be the gold. I used a lighter gold here than Lego uses. At this point, he definitely has this like lighter gold color. The dark red and like kind of dark gold works very well for the older suits, but I'd say at around Age of Ultron, you officially get into the kind of lighter gold suits. Or I guess Iron Man 3, you get into lighter gold suits. So that's what I did. I changed all these little blue dots into rectangles when they needed to be rectangles, and circles when they need to be circles. Simple stuff like adding more detailing and more accurate detailing on the arms, obviously adding all that detail there. And then in my opinion, upgrading the legs a little bit, adding some detail on the side, and all that jazz. I find myself upgrading these Iron Man suits a lot. Lego does very good with them, but I always think I can do a bit better. So I did, and that's my Iron Man Mark 46. Third minifigure is going to be Zemo, an obvious one we didn't get. This one was probably the first one that came to mind in terms of minifigures I'm going to draw. I'm very excited to see where he goes in Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I'm probably going to draw up a new version of him when that one comes out with the purple mask. But for now, I mean, he's technically the main villain of this, so why wouldn't I draw him up? He has the combed over to the left, hairpiece, and then he has a motionless expression with his gold glasses. He has a gray shirt with a blue coat on top and then black pants, which have some detailing that continues on the suit jacket from on torso. So the fourth and final minifigure is going to be Ant-Man. So Ant-Man here, we didn't get a version of him for Captain America Civil War. And so we never got this rendition of the costume. So this was kind of original, but we also have seen multiple Ant-Mans before. Anyway, I used the new design for the helmet, just made it so the eyes are translucent. So that wouldn't be detailing on the helmet where you can see the eyes. That's the actual face underneath. It would have that depth. I feel that is very important. And the helmet is a little bit different. I added these dark gray spots throughout and these black spots that the actual one doesn't have. The suit itself has obviously that detailing there. There's detailing on torso, arms, and legs throughout that continue. And notably, it has those red dots to add that depth, and then some black dots on the certain gray parts to add depth. I'm super happy with the Sandman, and to be quite honest, I'm a big fan of the Sandman helmet. And if it just had translucent eyes, which we know Lego can do, it would be, almost perfect for what Lego's capable of. So I'm very happy with it, and that's my Ant-Man. The set itself would be called the Rooftop Chase. It would come with their bedroom that they're staying in, maybe a small staircase, and then a little rooftop to jump from the bedroom to the rooftop to. Now, obviously, Black Panther is pretty important in the scene, so is Bucky. Actually, most of these characters that are in this set aren't too important to the rooftop itself, but I need to come up with a set to go along with it. And we already have, Bucky, and we already have Black Panther in the actual Civil War sets. And you gotta remember that these sets that I make exist in the real world, hypothetically. So these other minifigures have already been made. And that's why I try to not just do upgraded figures all the time, but like with Civil War and Avengers Age of Ultron, it is difficult, because they have these figures, most of the cast already made. But overall, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I am very happy with this one, and it's very nice to have a kind of return to form with being able to make suits after the Ant-Man video, which I know you guys probably thought was a bit boring. Also, sorry for the delay. Very busy, but I'll try to keep up more. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.